Hey guys, I'm up in New York City and I'm waiting for a limousine to pick me up and take me down to Blackwood, New Jersey. I have a few questions for Dr. Fortino, so I'd like you to come along with me for the ride and let's go see the good doc, see what he has to say about health and fitness.
I do like a cap full of white vinegar in my water.
White vinegar. Okay.
8 ounces, a cap full of white vinegar. It does let it go down smooth. It doesn't taste like very vinegary. And again, you can adjust it to taste. You can put more vinegar if you want. There's no formula. It's just more to taste. But the vinegar helps your stomach. It's not as acidic as your stomach. It's relatively more basic, but it helps you drink more. But if you want to squeeze fruit in there, lemons are great. The acidity of the lemon, the acidity of any food is fine. It can be very challenging. Sometimes even just plain water, a lot of people do complain and get a little upset. So I recommend a little bit of white vinegar or apple cider vinegar if you want to.
Okay.
That's the question, and you hear this, this is a fat-burning exercise. This food burns fat. Well, that's not true, because we can only burn fat in a low insulin state, right? Insulin has to be low. Take your type 1 diabetic who's in diabetic ketoacidosis. Generally, these people are really lean because they're in a high, their insulin levels are really low. They have no insulin, they take insulin. And when you don't get the proper insulin, your blood sugar rises. They have to break down body fat for energy. That's where the acidosis comes from, the breakdown process of fat. You can only burn fat in a low insulin state. Fasting. Fasting produces a low insulin state. How long should the fast be? Great question. 18 hours, 20 hours, 15 hours, whatever it takes. Again, you set the goal for 18 hours and do it consistently, maybe 3-4 days in a row, see what the result is. If it's not getting you the result, you gotta change something. Someone just asked me that, and I said, my answer is, there is no number that you need to hit. But let's set a goal. Let's say you want to take half a gram of protein for every kilogram or pound. Let's say you're 100 pounds. You need about 50 grams of protein a day. That's a lot of protein for a 100-pound person. I think you have to kind of set yourself up with your meal prepping and get that protein, get 70 grams in there and see what you get out of it. If the result is good, then you know you're going the right way. It's not that you have to...
What about a 150-pound person?
A 150-pound person, if they're working out and they're more muscular, you definitely need about 70 to 80 grams of protein.
If they're not muscular?
If you're not muscular, you can set it at 60, 70. It doesn't really matter the number, it's the result you get. If you're not getting the result you want, you might have to up your protein.
Increase the protein.
Yeah, and that's really the key. Honey is great. Obviously not eating the whole bottle at one time, but a teaspoon of honey is really good for you. Yes, it's all sugar, I get it. Yes, it may spike your glucose and insulin, but for the most part, honey is very medicinal, has a medicinal history. And I do think there are some health benefits to it.
Is it better, like, I remember you once told me, when I told you about coconut water, you said it's okay, it's natural sugar, and like even the same with like fruit. So if sugar is natural, is it okay just a little bit here and there compared to like some of the substitute sugar?
Fruits have natural sugar, we call it sucrose. Sucrose is a disaccharide, glucose and fructose. But fruit fructose is without the fiber, it's bad. Fruit juice without the fiber. You need that fiber because fruit gives you both soluble and insoluble, which really creates and keeps the microbiome healthy. It's really good for your gut. It helps the microbiome thrive, and that microbiome is healthy. You'll never be sick a day in your life.
Okay. Would you say the same? Sorry to go back to the honey thing, but what about like natural maple syrup, like and not what they sell at the, like some of the popular brands, but like
Right out of a tree.
right out of a tree,
Yeah,
pretty
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know more from the bee is better. There's probably more studies in that
Okay.
respect. I don't know really about the maple syrup.